Welcome to the third season of the Nidd's Whitelist server.
Just realised that the ship must have lost its ore detector. So I've come out with in a drilling ship that doesn't have an ore detector. And I haven't got my drill on me. So I can't actually tell where any of the ore is. Having just flown 20,000 kilometres to get to a uranium site. Oh well, it's probably going to be faster to fly back in my spacesuit and fly back here again.
So Steam, or I guess I don't think it. Maybe it's just how Steam works. So Steam isn't bad, and Elite Dangerous isn't bad, but the combination of the two and the decision that was made my life annoying and complicated. So originally, Elite Dangerous was released, and then when they released the upgrade, the Horizons one, I bought that, but it was a separate game, right? So there was like Elite Dangerous and then Elite Dangerous Horizons, and they were two completely separate games, and you would download and install them separately in Steam. And although Horizons basically included everything that's in Elite, it was just how the way they were doing their stuff was, I think it was like season passes or whatever, and you bought a season pass to each thing, and it gave you access to the right thing. But so recently they decided to change the model because a lot of people were complaining about it to a DLC style, where so there's only one game now, just Elite Dangerous, and then there's the season pass you can buy as a DLC instead, and that just adds on to the game, right, and gives you all the content. So there's only one game in Steam now. When I reinstalled my computer, because originally I had just the Elite Dangerous one, and then when I upgraded, then I had the two games installed, and they were separate folders and the whole 9 yards. But then when I had to nuke and pave my computer, I'm like, well, Horizons is just, it's the whole thing anyway, so I just installed Horizons. And then when they made this change, all of a sudden one day I went to go play the game, I tried to run it, and it wouldn't run. I'm like, what's going on? And so I looked in Steam, and it wasn't installed. It's gone. I'm like, what? And so I had to reinstall the original Elite Dangerous from scratch, and it's a big game.
Yeah.
And then when I did that, it installed that and automatically downloaded and installed all of the DLC stuff. And then it was ready to go again. But I like, except for what's on their server, like obviously there's a whole bunch of stuff that's in your account on your server that just showed up again. But I lost everything. I lost all my key bindings. I lost like all of the local stuff that I'd set up was just gone.
God.
I'm like, what? Well, that was a really shitty way to do that. Luckily, I was smart, and I've gone through this kind of stuff in the past where I lose everything, and I made backups of all of my binding files and everything, so I just have to go through the process of putting them all back in now. But I was just like, wow, that probably could have really pissed somebody off.
Yeah. Like when space engineers switch the thing. Oh, that's something. Thinking about key bindings. How do I stop control from? If I press control, I don't want it to place another block of the block that I've just placed.
Oh, I'm assuming that is your left control still doing that?
Yes.
Must have gotten confused between the old and the new. But yeah, it's under one of the things. You just have to go through all of them and then remove the key binding.
Well, how much have you modified your key bindings? Are they all fairly
they're all fairly default, yeah.
Okay, so the easiest way to do it, what I did when that update came out, is I went in and I just, there's a button in there to say reset everything to default.
Okay.
And then that'll reset it to what their new default is.
Ah, okay.
And then you go through and just change the stuff you care about, but that should fix the problem.
Right.
That's what I did when I first went in.
I went for a flight around the world yesterday, around the mean, and I was doing low altitude flying in the dark. It was quite scary.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Actually, you know what? That would be something when we, like, I really do want to focus on. I like how we've become cooperative again. I like that. The ground pounders versus the spacers was a fun little side story.
Yeah.
And we can use it. We can obviously continue to use it in the future. But I'm really looking forward to actually getting a communication line, like an actual people line between our base on the planet and Space Vegas.
Yeah.
And then ultimately to the mean as well. Like have some kind of transport that you can just jump in and it takes you there.
Mm-hmm.
I like that idea a lot. And then also in the base, getting something set up there, and then like a line out to the ice fields and everything. Like I think this sounds so cool. I really do want to get this working and built, and I hope that the game can support it as we go. But one of the other things that I thought would be fun to do along the way, like as we're doing that, is our like main, I guess, arc. Once we get the ability to go from space to the planet set up, and we can get everybody down to the planet, we could have I want to do like a pod racing event almost, where everybody makes a little fighter, like, or a little, you know, an airplane, and we go, because we're in the perfect place for us, like where we pick to build. There's a lot of, you know, cool canyons around us, and we could pick an area that we can make a race out of it, and you have to stay inside the canyon and fly through and around everything and make a race out of it. I think that'd be a lot of fun to do, like little things like that.
Well, we're planning on building some tourist attractions on the mean too, because it's a very...
Of course you are. Well, you got the hotel, right?
Yeah,
I forgot.
It's a hotel, so we're looking for tourist attractions up here, and which is an excuse really for building the train of thought, because I wanted to build the space caravan.
That's right, I forgot about that.
I wanted to build a space caravan. Mia wouldn't have it because we've done it. So I've talked him into building a train instead. But it'll be a rover type train, and it will run on the motorway tracks. So it could be that we turn the motorway tracks into a race course for when the train of thought's not running.
I somehow missed all of that. I had a Lego moment there, where I was listening to everything you said, but none of it stuck.
So
sorry, could you repeat that? I really am sorry. I did not mean to do that.
So as a result of other crazy schemes, we shall be building a road track on the mean. Which,
a road track, okay.
A road track, yeah.
Are you going to use that mod, the road mod?
Yeah, we'll use the road mod for it. And that might prove to be a good high-speed racetrack. And then we could use
so we do one up there too.
Yeah. And because the hotel is in the ice fields, and it's really pretty up here because it's mostly 24-hour daylight as well. And we could make a just smooth out some of the lumps and bumps in the landscape, and we could have a dirt rally type track as well, where bits go, because where the shadows land depends. Some of the craters are dark at the bottom at certain times of the day, but it depends on the time of the day as to which way the shadows are pointing.
Okay, well. Yeah.
Hello.
I told them about your greetings and the quotings and whatevers. Then they wanted to know what sort of people that came from, and I had to tell them that, well, was a naked person sitting in a bush somewhere in Australia having internet access, and a Canadian person who has troubles with boogers on their windshield, and somebody who lives in a gay village. They proclaimed me to be insane.
Well, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah. So they've got the measure of us then, that's good.
Yeah, but I'm scared that they're going to take the internet away from me now.
Are you going to have another conversation? This time, instead of about brushing your teeth, it's going to be about the perils of the internet and the evil people on the other side of it?
Probably.
Hold on a second. I'm the one who
That's-
knows.
That's if they even believe that there are other people there,
Yeah.
and you're not just making this up.
That's true.
Now hold on, I was the person who actually taught them about the internet. They then used it to pretend to gamble about football games. And then they deleted the internet and got
They
confused.
deleted
and
the
then
internet.
Adrek, there's somebody at the door.
It sounds like a Sal moment here.
Yeah.
And of course, when I say Sal, I mean Jen.
You mean Jen, indeed. Okay, so 2 of those. 2 of those. What else do I need?
As soon as that was gone, they decided it would be a good idea to throw the thing away. The laptop, that is. They did, it was shocking. I stole that thing from a school. I was... Oh. It looked so awkward with me walking that thing out underneath my jacket, along with the beam and the other thing. Ego, I put so much work into stealing that thing and they just throw it out.
It's totally uncalled for.
Just not liking the internet and then picking up the laptop, just throwing it straight in the bin.
The sad part about that is that's what happened.
Oh dear. I'm trying to remember 5 components here and I'm really struggling. I need 1 motor, 1 computer.
That reminds me, have you played Amnesia?
No, I've got it, but I've not played it yet.
You should play it.
You're going to make her play Amnesia?
Yeah.
Okay.
The worst
Why?
case scenario, I'll just boot up the Morales thing and make her play it.
Why? Just-
Because you were forgetting components, and I thought, well, that fits with Amnesia, right? It's totally not scary.
Oh, I see.
So just so I'm clear, Sal can only hear people when you speak normally, but when you whisper, she can't hear a thing. I need to know this in the future so that I can actually do things properly.
Yeah, that's correct. Feel free to whisper things that you don't want me to know about, and I will. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I didn't hear you say that, you see.
I got it. Perfect. Excellent.
Oh, damn it. I've just stuck a ore detector on the nose of my ship because I pressed control. Right, where is that setting? Options. Controls. Defaults.
Are you playing the same game as us?
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of creeping myself out with that now because that just reminds me of the last episode of things.
Yeah.
Excuse me, quick question. Somebody would like to know, how do you get the snot on your windshield again?
How do I get it on there?
Yes. Is it
Okay,
yours?
Well, yes, so it's mine. And what you do is you go get sick, and then once you're effectively sick, you need to wait until the moment where you're coughing and hacking up constantly, and then you go sit in your car and you wait for a fit to come on, and you hold one nostril shut with your finger, and you close your mouth, and then you put your head back so that you're kind of aiming it, and then you wait for a fit to come on, and you just let things take over.
Okay, he's showing you the bird, apparently. The same kind of bird as your American one.
Do you have
to me, I'm not
speaker
sure.
Or something?
No, of course not. I just
Okay, I
rephrased
was gonna say. Oh man. He's giving you the bird. I have this image of a grumpy old German grandpa giving me the bird now. It's actually pretty awesome.
Small conveyor sorter.
Of course, I'm actually imagining one of my parents' friends, I just realized, because I lived in Germany for quite some time, and we had quite a few German friends, and their faces come to mind constantly when I think about it.
For computers. Oops.
One of these days, I'll have to go back there. Maybe that's where we should whenever we actually decide to do a Nidd get together. Maybe we should go. I know we all want to go to the River Nidd, but Germany might be more central for everyone.
I can fly to Stuttgart for 20 quid.
Yeah, it's Boris and I that'll be the ones that'll be paying the most. Yeah, let's choose a location where the people that are unemployed have to pay the most. I just realized what I did there.
Boris, are you black?
What do you want me to be? I'll be that.
He's gonna show up with a thing of shoe polish.
No. In Germany, like the black and white minstrels. I don't think that would leave a good first impression.
One motor.
Right after trying to explain to him that if he wants him to be an Aborigine, you, as in Boris, can be an Aborigine, a black person, he just left and shook his head while doing so.
You did. Sorry, what do you want me to be? I can be whatever you want. Now this sounds definitely like something you would do.
It definitely sounds like something that would happen on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is he's not on the internet. He's even trying to physically flee from it by walking away. You know, slowly, elderly.
Well, yeah. Well, the further away you get from an access point, right, the safer you are.
Which is complicated. He's living in a rather large city. I think there are around 11 other Wi-Fi networks just around here, which I, in theory, could reach.
Oh dear.
On a side note, how's drilling my mine going?
Your mean?
It's my mine. I labelled it. Also, in that context, I also claimed the Mase.
Oh yeah.
It's the Mars. It's just with an E, so it's the Mase. It's Mase.
I didn't realize that all you had to do was look at something and give it a name, and it was yours.
Well, you're supposed to
I
stick
thought you
a
were
flag
trying to
there
say
as well.
Mars with an Australian accent.
Well, to be honest, that's how I did it with the meme. I just looked at it from one of your videos and then claimed it.
I think that you actually have to plant a flag on it before you can claim it.
That's what I'd heard as well.
Oh, fine.
Now he's gonna. Next thing you know, he's gonna fly over there.
I can. I'll just steal the space butt and plant that thing down there as a flag, and I'll have New Vegas on the beam.
Yeah, that would probably suffice actually. Like
Thank
planting a ship would work. Oh, why?
Crashing a ship, like in Boris's case. Oh, yeah, he claimed the planet down there, did he? Who claimed the planet down there, actually?
Boris, I guess, because Boris put the thing on it.
And what is it actually called? Because so far I've been calling it Planet Dirtface.
I don't think we have any ownership or...
Like the name of the actual planet?
Yeah.
Now I'm sitting here trying to figure out how I can change the word Earth into Mirth. Is it the Mirth?
Only if it belongs to
I don't
Mia.
want that. I don't want that planet. Stay away from me with it. Made too many things crash down there.
So instead of the Mirth, it'll be the Birth for Boris? And since supposedly he's populating it with all of his Nidd babies, then that works.
Did I read that right? You're going to make lots of Nidd babies with the PD?
No.
We
I
should
can't remember how that...
How that came about.
Oh, that's right. It was... She was highlighting a difference between British English and American English and what knocked up meant.
Yeah.
Knocked up in America is, to make someone pregnant, otherwise it's to wake someone up. And, and it was like 5 o'clock here, which means everyone's normally asleep, and I was bored. And
You were knocking her up.
She said, you need to go knock everyone else up. Thinking that she was, being nice and changing her American English so that I could understand it. But of course, I just assumed that she was using it in her, so she,
And an awkward moment ensued.
You okay there, Mir?
I'm just slowly dying. It's the company, I assume.